Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, you guys see it. You know the vibes. I'm in New York City with Pops in the flesh.
That's right, the Bay Apple, baby.
Better BF Smith fight.
All over.
Better BF Smith fight weekend. You know, really excited for this fight. But in the meantime, listen, the show must go on. We must continue to crank out and pump out as many videos as humanly possible. I wanted to speak about Regis Prograis because, Regis Prograis is a guy that I'm a big fan of. I rate him highly as a fighter. World champion. Deserves to be talked about as much as possible. And even I would even say a little bit more. A little underrated in my opinion. But, he's been venting to the world about his frustrations. And he's venting to the world about just where he's at in his boxing career. And he made the claim that basically, nobody wants to fight him. And for the most part, I would agree with him. There's a lot of guys. There's not a lot of guys signing up to fight Regis Prograis. They're not eager. They're not raising their hand. They're not the most elated at the prospects of having to fight Regis Prograis for a non-title fight. Because Regis Prograis is a higher risk, low reward type of a guy. He don't got a title right now, so that fight doesn't get them what it once would have got them when he was champion. But I have to disagree with Regis Prograis, respectfully, because there is one guy that's calling him out, and there is one guy that's been very adamant about wanting to fight him. And my dad's over there playing in New York Lotto. He's trying to see if he's gonna be a millionaire. We having fun here in New York. But what I was saying is, there's been one guy that's been very adamant about fighting him, and that guy is none other than SUBRIEL Matias. One of the most devastating pressure fighters in the sport today. Really tough Puerto Rican fighter. And that fight makes a lot of sense for Regis Prograis because I checked the rankings. Right now as it stands, SUBRIEL Matias is ranked number 8 in the WBC, and he's ranked number 2 in the IBF. In the IBF, he's actually ranked higher than Regis Prograis. So by beating Matias, it would actually get Regis Prograis more ranking position in the IBF. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why is he trying to act like that fight's not possible? Why is he trying to act like SUBRIEL Matias isn't calling him up? To my knowledge, he signed a Luda Bella, I believe. I could be wrong, but he's not one of those guys that's tied down to top rank of PBC. He could go fight on PBC if he wanted to. So the SUBRIEL Matias fight is a very, very realistic fight, and more importantly than that, it's a fight that could actually benefit him on his road back to a title. And not only that, it's a fight that I think is very marketable and very entertaining for the fans. So I don't know if he's just chose to not hear the call out, or if he just doesn't know about the call out. But someone get this video to Regis Prograis, or I'll do it myself.
Yeah, but
SUBRIEL Matias is calling him out.
He's a beast. That Puerto Rican Matias, he ain't no joke. If that fight ever was to happen, it'd be a great fight, like BT said, for both of them. But I don't understand what fighters always trying to avoid everybody calling him out. Maybe he doesn't feel like he's gonna make enough money off that fight. I think it will. That'd be a great fight.
My thing is this though, I know Regis recently, him and Jack Catterall were talking back and forth about making a fight happen. I don't know what happened with that. Maybe if that fight can still happen, then that's obviously great. I would never down Regis for wanting to fight Jack Catterall, because Jack Catterall proved his worth and his merit in his last fight, and on the way up as a prospect as well and a contender. So we don't slag off Jack Catterall. But if that fight's not happening, okay, and you can't get none of them champions, okay, this is the guy I really feel like you should be fighting, because it benefits you. It's a real good fight. Now, I will say, whether it's you or Matias, whoever wins that fight is going to come out of that ring with some serious punishment, because Regis Prograis comes to fight, Jack Catterall, SUBRIEL Matias comes to fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to use this to lift Matias up, but I'm saying we know that Matias can be a very devastating fighter that just piles it on you. I mean, unfortunately, look what happened to Dadashev when he fought Dadashev. R.I.P. to Dadashev. But that's the kind of fighter he is. It gets a little bit worse and worse as the rounds go on. And I think it'll be a really good test for Regis Prograis at this stage of his career. Something I really feel like he needs, because we're 3 years removed from the Josh Taylor fight. And I don't think Regis has had a great big test. I mean, he's had some.
So I mean, that's another thing that we got.
the Tyrone McKennas and the Juan Heraldez of the world and guys like that. Like, these guys are solid fighters. They're all right.
Yeah.
They're at a good level, okay level, but they're not that, you know, world championship creme de la creme level that Regis Prograis has been at and tasted, and I think he's gonna get back there, and I think he's got the capabilities to get back there. But like I said, Kinda Local. Shout out to my boy Kinda Local Sports. Make sure you go, guys. Anybody who watches my channel, make sure you guys go run his shit up and subscribe to Kinda Local Sports. He puts in a lot of work, covers Puerto Rican boxing, does his damn thing. He's always in his bag when it comes to this content. But Kinda Local Sports, he's actually the one that kind of like brought this to my attention, because he made a video about. He actually put the damn article on the screen. He's like, Regis Prograis saying all this stuff about nobody want to fight him, but what is this here?
Yeah.
Who is this here calling him out?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
Any kind of fight in Puerto Rico, that's the channel you want to go to.
That's the channel you want to go to. He knows everything about Puerto Rican boxing. But yeah, I'm making this video to say, look, I respect the hell out of Regis Prograis. I think he's an exceptional fighter, and I think you know, the fight with SUBRIEL Matias, not only is it a good fight, not only is it an entertaining fight, not only is it a fight that fans will probably will enjoy, but it's a fight that will greatly benefit him, because, like I pointed out earlier, SUBRIEL Matias is ranked number 2 in the IBF and number 8 in the WBC.
Wow.
He's ranked higher in the IBF than Regis Prograis is.
Right.
So if he beats him, he's probably getting an IBF title shot, or at minimum, maybe fighting in a final eliminator. So he'd only be a fight or 2 away from a title shot if you were to beat Matias.
Yeah, nah, Matias not a slouch, man. I mean, he comes to fight. The same with Regis comes in there, so don't overlook him for whatever reason, or what your team or whatever. Go ahead and fight him. That's why the fights to happen. So the fans, and for you to see what level. I mean, we know what level you already.
What level he's still at,
right.
You know.
Can you take the hard punch in front of Matias? That one he gets you and those punches on the rope.
And better yet, not just we can't just put everything on Prograis, because Matias hasn't fought a guy like Prograis. So can Matias take Prograis?
That's true,
it's also about him as well,
Yeah.
seeing what level he's at, and that's what we're about here on True School Sports. We're about clarity, and we're about, you know, the best possible fights happening to keep the sport alive and growing and moving in a great direction. So I'm gonna leave it at that. We in New York City right now. We're on what we at? Got some damn hot spots right there. We're on West 35th Street, co block in Times Square, on our way to the Garden. Got the Golden Gloves tonight at the time he's shooting this, and busy schedule. So hopefully you guys are still enjoying the content and the scenes and everything going on around us right now. But yeah, take care, guys. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you know, we may be in New York City, but you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here. Boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.